Yes, guys, welcome to the Coolest Cheers podcast. This is your boy Debho. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Another watch along, guys. Hopefully, today won't be a terrible watch along because the last one we lost the game 2 minutes away. So we better watch out. And also, Wolves are playing with back six. So I don't understand how we're going to score tonight because against Sunderland, we struggled with back five. Now Wolves are playing with back six. So it's us against haram football. So we better be careful tonight. So please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Also give us your score prediction. So I'm gonna start with our lineup as always. Is Philip Jorgensen, we have Malo Gusto, Hato, Tosin, Josh Achampong, we have Lavia and Santos table pivot. Also we have Esteva, Gittings, Facundo Bananote, and Tarek George. I was hoping maybe we can start a striker, but again, it seems like Enzo Maresca is making Tarek George to learn that role as a striker. And also, then Dilep is back on the bench, so hopefully, you can see him for the maybe 10, 15 minutes. We don't need to rush him because he's our only available lethal striker at the moment. But again, it's going to be tough because we are facing a low block today. So let's see what will happen. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Give us your score prediction. The game is about to start anytime soon. So I think let me just check in the next 20 minutes, I think. So meanwhile, you're waiting for our panelists. Let's just talk about our lineup and also the noise about Enzo Maresca because seems like we have rumors about Enzo Maresca might leave Chelsea if it's not performing very well. And also, we've been linked with the Bournemouth coach, Ariola. What are your thoughts about it? Do you think we should go for him if Enzo Maresca has been sacked? But overall, I don't think Enzo Maresca will be sacked this anytime soon. But remember, football is a results game. So if there's no results, of course, going to be under pressure. But I don't want us to be there. I want us to do very, very well. Hopefully, they can give him enough time to to be successful. So let's see, let's see. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Give us your score prediction and give us your thoughts about the lineup. What you hear about the lineup. And there's a player there, Malo Gusto. Hopefully today you better perform, my boy, because we've been on and off. Another player, Tosin. We all know about Tosin, right? Ajax game, we considered the penalty. The Sunderland's game, that last minute goal, him and Trevor Chalobah, I don't know what was going on there. So I was hoping maybe Fofana might start today, but it seems like Fofana might start against Spurs on Saturday. So let's see, guys. Let's see. It's going to be a long night. If that Wolves lineup, oh my gosh, man. Why coach like to do this? Haram football. No, man. Back six. No, man, I don't like that. I really don't like that. But anyway, hopefully we win. We cool down the noise about Enzo Maresca not doing very well, and also another team that is going to play low block. So Sunderland gave Wolves the blueprint to play against us. So hopefully today we won't read calls from Enzo Maresca that we prepared the game with a team that plays back four and they changed their tactic to play back five. So I don't want that anymore. So we have Richmond Mika. So, but again, let me just see. I just want to read this comment. Not showing yet. Just remember, Wolves are not that organized. Yeah, that's correct. But again, we've been struggling at the moment. So let's see Richmond Mikas and bigger bro, bigger bro. What is the latest Chelsea news that we have for us? I know you always have something for us. Do you think we are going to buy a center back in January? Let us know, Richmond Makers. Let us know, bro. For me personally, I think we do need another center back. We really do need another center back. I'm tired every game we complaining about certain players not doing very well. Oh, okay. Big up to Richmond Makers. Yes, he says yes, we are looking at center back. Yeah, man, hopefully, hopefully. Let's see. And he says you can head Wolves with a set piece. Yeah, that's true. But again, they're defending with six defenders, and also Gomez is in a DM. So that means there are seven defenders. So let's see. In a meeting today, Jill or the Zan. Okay, another young player, bro. Man, here we go again with another young player. I don't know. It says what we Stanley likes him. He's 21 year old. Man, this guy with Stanley, I don't really trust him anymore. I was hoping that I can beg the sporting directors, but after what happened in the summer, I don't trust them anymore. So let's see. Guys, if you're new, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. And also you can donate for the channel. There's a super chat, super stick. It's up to you. That will be very helpful. Since I have been told that for our defender doesn't improve, we might get experience in that back. Now we are talking. Now you're talking. Even the Crystal Palace centre back is available, so you might as well go after him too. Now you're talking, Richmond Makers. So let's see, Richmond Makers. Uh, Bali wants young players for now. Bad news. Yeah, Bali is obsessed with kids. But anyway, let's see. Uh, we are not checking our coach for Bournemouth coach. Yeah, but again, as much as you say that Richmond Makers, right? Uh, Football is a result business. So if we are not doing well from now until let's say maybe January, Do you think we won't sack Enzo Maresca? But I don't want him to be sacked. I'm just assuming and everything. Maybe result doesn't improve because with football is possible. So if you are watching, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Give us your score prediction. There was a battle in the bedroom. Our investors want to challenge for the league. Yeah, how can you challenge for the league with kids and with those center backs? Let's be honest. As much as we like them, I think they are not good enough for us to challenge for the league. For trophies, yes, it's possible because any team can win trophies. But the league, you need two solid center backs. As much as I don't like Arsenal, they have Saliba and Gabriel, and those two are solid. So that's the reason why Arsenal are able to keep a lot of clean sheet, and their lose is a draw for them. So that's the difference between us and them. So if we really want to win the league, um, we really need to buy quality center back, an experienced one. So our coach has started to get on and within the repeat. Our potential investor want us to challenge for the league. Igbali might listen to him. Ah, Igbali, Paul within the Lawrence Stewart. Now we added another scout from Liverpool. We're adding a lot of scouts, but we are not adding a lot of quality players. For now, for example, we don't have Cole Palmer. If you added Xavi Simons that time, or Torres, I'm not Torres, I mean Famin Lopez, I think we would have been in a better position at the moment. But again, we are not there due to the fact that we are buying kids for fun. It is the club model, and that's what I can do at the moment. So yeah, man. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. The game about to start in the next 10 minutes. So give us your score prediction. I mean the S the red. I mean the putting the red don't want Liverpool is putting the red. Then who hired him? Rich money makers. Let us know, bro. Who hired him? Why was he hired? Because we have Lawrence Stewart, Paul Wistendi, Joe Shields, not the new guy, and also I think we have another one. I forgot his name. Oh, the investors push Agbali. Okay, let's see. What is your score prediction, Rich Money Makers? And also, what are your thoughts about the lineup? Rich Money Makers. The investors are not happy with the sporting director. But again, the sporting director already signed 6 years contract this summer. So what is going to happen? So if they get sacked, that means the club are going to lose a lot of money. He says 2-0 Chelsea. Okay, nice. Big up, Charles.
Big up,
Charles,
bro. How you doing?
good thanks. How are you? Charles, Santi, big up, bro.
Big up to Beggar. All right.
How are you? I'm good, thanks.
Big
How
up,
are you?
bro.
Big up, Mr.
I'm
Zambia.
good, thanks.
Yeah, I think Charles is
Big up,
having network
Dante. You
connection.
good?
So what do you think about the lineup chart?
I think Charles might be having some problems there. Yeah, look, big up to everyone in the chat. Rich Money Makers, big up to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, look, it's pretty much what we said is going to be the team. I remember you wanted, but that was never going to happen. It was always going to be George.
Yeah, I
I know you
knew
wanted that, but yeah, it was always going to be George starting this one. He's the next in line, basically. So yeah, that's the only one really. The rest are all. We knew he's going to probably rest everyone, especially the ones that are
it.
carrying a bit of an injury. They're all going to get rested. If they might be needed, hopefully they're not needed in the second half. They'll come on, but we're still pretty strong enough team to be, to get the job done. I mean, nasty low block looks like it. Looks like they're going for a six pretty much nearly. So they're going to really sit deep and try to frustrate us. But we've got more technical players. It's probably better that way. Estevao, Buonanotte, even George being a false nine, at least it gives him some to move around. So we've got Gittins better does the job.
Yeah, it seems like Wolves are playing with back six. So have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's pretty funny now. Everyone, well, look, it has. You can't. They know they can't really play us that way, so you can't blame them. Teams like this, they're going to do that.
Yeah, but
I'm
this
sure.
is West, man.
Yeah, hopefully Marescas, he can prepare the guys as much as possible, but it's then up to them to actually execute. There's a big difference. There's no
100%.
preparation. The players need to execute it.
I agree with you, Dante. So Charles, are you back?
Yeah, my
Yeah, yeah.
network is very unstable,
Oh,
but I can get you guys. Yeah,
oh, we got you now. That sounds better, Charles.
that's
Yeah.
great.
So what do you thought about the lineup, Charles?
Yeah, I like the lineup. I like to see Esteval from the start. Obviously, that's exciting. Hope to see Bonanote do more in that number 10 role just behind George. Hope to see him create more. Wolves are going to sit back in a back five or back six. I don't know what that is. So it's going to be a low block. They're going to defend deep. So we need the players behind George to create. Excited to see Gittens as well. He's been very bright in the last few games, taking on his man at every opportunity. So I hope George can have chances to shoot in the box. He's very
Shoot,
good
Charles. We
post
need some
striker.
players to shoot from the.
Can't get you, Dante. What did you say?
Victor, meet your mic, bro. Welcome. Thank you.
Victor's having a party already.
Yeah, and Victor, don't play music because if you play music, YouTube are going to cancel my stream. So if you play music, YouTube will cancel my stream.
Sorry,
He set the mood with the
sorry,
lights.
sorry. Yeah, I didn't even know that that's my this. I didn't mute my mic. Sorry, please.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, give me a score prediction because the games are about to start right now. So are you there,
Okay.
guys?
Scotch prediction. Maybe. Let me say Chelsea is beating those guys. Let's 3-1. I'm predicting 3-1.
Okay, 3-1. And then
Chelsea win.
Dante,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, I'll probably go for a 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1.
Charles.
I'll also go with 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, 2-1 as well. But again, hopefully Tosin and Josh will be careful of that striker. Who's name? Tolu Arakodare. He's so
Yeah, he's a
good.
big
So
guy, but that's what Tossen's there for him, for balls in the air from out wide. That's why he's there. He's specifically there for that guy, most likely to clear everything because they're going to cross a lot of balls in the box. So
yeah,
yeah, he's there for that, and he does a very good job when he's always been asked to do that role. No problem. He really marks those guys well, gets the ball to the head first all the time. So yeah, that's going to be his
yeah, 100%. So anyway, we'll talk more during the halftime. So let's just watch the game and we'll talk in halftime because I won't end this thing right now. Okay, cheers, guys. Up the
All right,
chance.
see you at
Hopefully we win. Cheers.
All right, all right.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, people. Come on. Andre Santos. Come on. Let's go. 1-0. A mistake from Wolves. We took advantage. Andre Santos, lovely goal. Lovely goal, my boy. Now let's get another goal and defend. Come on. 1-0 is not good enough. We saw what happened against Sunderland. So let's go. 1-0 up. Good start for us. Harry George, he should do better than this. Come on. He should try to hold up the play because all the time he's just losing all the ball. So he should do better than this. So I hope he'll do that. He thinks another assist. Harry George. That's what I'm talking about, George. Now you are doing well, my boy. Come on. Eh, Estava with a goal. A big mistake by Wolves there. And I was hoping that he will pass to Jamie Gittings, but anyway, he took advantage. Oh man, what a finish. Estava William, this kid. Oh, what a finish, my boy. 3-0. And game over now. Half time, 3-0. Wow. 3-0 half time. So far, so good. Big up, Dante.
Hey, Tobago. Well, that was a
Yeah, so
pretty easy half for us.
yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, look, looks like Wolves. They put them in that deep block, but they don't really want to play that way. I don't think they wanted to play that way, so you can see they're not very disciplined at all. So yeah, they wanted to get forward a bit too much. So yeah, we opened them up pretty well, and yeah, great half from Santos and Gittins, probably the two standouts. Very, very impressed by both of them.
Yeah, 100%. Good things to assist. Yeah, so far so good. I'm glad it's getting there.
Yeah, um, good to see. Nice, easy game. Hopefully, we don't have to bring on any of the experienced guys. So
Yeah,
hopefully, they
but
get a
I
break.
think I think maybe in the second half, but not start right away. Maybe 80-25. Estava already have a yellow card, and I have a PTSD that we might get another red card. So hopefully we can sub him off, and also
Maybe we'll
we
see.
can
The
get.
lap will probably come on.
Yeah, the lap also needs to play.
So the lap will probably get half, just to, something like that. Probably a couple of other players, but I mean, if we score another goal in that first 15, 20 minutes, well, then I don't think no one else will come on. It'll be all the guys but
Yeah,
see,
100%. Where's
you
Bobby?
won't see Pedro, you won't see Enzo Fernandez, you won't see Caicedo, you won't see those guys. I doubt it very much.
Yeah, maybe we might see them because remember Lavia does won't play 90 minutes, so you might see either of Enzo or Caicedo. I don't know. And also, Welsh is not on the bench. We don't have our academy players actually on the bench, so most likely we might see our first team players. But I need more from Bonanote, man.
Yeah, look, probably that's where there's the more bodies in the middle. So he's got a lot of traffic around that area. So that's why we're going wide, and obviously it's working to go wide. So not that easy. Yeah, with the subs, look, really, Wesley Fofana May came on for some minutes. Like you said,
Mm.
the lap. Who else? There's not, the rest are all the first team guys, so there's no one really else to come on. You're gonna have to bring on, uh, you know, maybe Pedro Neto, maybe. I don't know if he's not carrying nothing. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the subs.
Yeah, well, eventually we have to make those substitutions, even though uh, we don't like that. We never wanted that. But anyway, I think we need to protect some players. But Gittins hopefully can get 90 minutes and get a goal because it's been brilliant for us.
I think he was given both assists.
Yeah, both assists from Gittins.
2 assists to get in. Game.
Yeah, 100%.
It doesn't
100%.
show it,
Maybe
but
we
I'm pretty
can take
sure.
it as the vow and play George that side. That yes.
Yeah, we'll see. That's probably the way to do it. Yeah, maybe move centrally for Estevao, and then Delap can come up front, and George can go out wide, something like that. Yeah.
100%. So far, so
But I'm
good.
not sure.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I can't see. I don't know why they haven't given him that first assist. It should be Gittins both assists. Both goals should be his assists for that one.
Yeah, I think they were going to give him.
Yeah, because he definitely that first one as well. That was he got control of the ball, and then uh, Santos took it out
Santos.
of from him, but he had control of the ball, so that should be an assist as well.
Yeah, I agree.
But it'd be nice to play Wolves every week.
Yeah,
Not really.
I was so
They're not. They don't look very comfortable. They don't know what they're doing. They're just they're pretty lost. It looks like it to me.
yeah, I agree. Charles, what are your thoughts?
Yes, bro, it's been a fantastic half. I mean, it looks too easy for us at
Yeah,
points in the game, and I like I like the way the attacking players are combining. Gittens has been on fire, bro. He's on fire, taking on his man, beating his man, putting those balls into the box. Lovely to watch. Uh, George, very good finish. Tapping, it was easy. Esteval's finish was a delight, bro. What a
yeah,
lovely little chipped finish. It's been good. We've looked solid at the back as well, except a few scares from crosses. But we've looked quite in control at the back. We aren't letting many clear-cut chances from Wolves. We are passing it around very good in the middle. Really happy with that performance. Solid first half.
yeah. Thanks God, Wolves are playing like this so that it give us the confidence against Spurs on Saturday. So I'm happy about this performance. But now I just want them to have to get 15 minutes just to get a rhythm a little bit. Against Spurs, I need him. But again, I'm not sure whether to start
Yeah,
Lem as well.
He'll come on. He'll come on. I'll probably say half an hour max. Probably 30 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that.
Mm. So, but again, the question, would you
yeah,
start him
but
against Spurs?
yeah, I wanted to ask that question as well. Is he going to be ready to start against Spurs? Such a high intensity game, high pressure game. Him coming off an injury that's kept him out for quite a number of months. Is he ready to start?
But, for me personally, against Spurs, I will play 4-3-3. Um, or maybe 4-2-3-1, but with Enzo, Caicedo, either Lavi or Andre Santos, and Pedro Neto as the first night. Liam Delap can play maybe in the second half because I don't want them to get another injury. We've missed him a lot, so I don't want that anymore. But again, I'm not the coach, I'm not the doctors, physios, they know what to do. So
Yeah,
Hopefully
they'll
this
see. They'll
time.
see if he plays this game, how he does in training during the week. They'll know if he's ready or not. So, look, he's being a striker. The way he plays, he's not really like a striker because he runs way more than normally a striker would. So, he does play high intensity, high running, tough challenges. So he plays, yeah. So it would be a little bit of a risk, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how he goes in this game. And yeah, they'll see during the week. Because he's back early. He's back early. So what, mate? 3 week? No, 3 week early. 3 weeks early or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to manage him. We have to manage him and not rush him. Not rush him in a high intensity fixture. Play him from the start against Spurs. That would be a bit of a risk, and to avoid his injury recurring, I think we should ease him in, play second half, especially if we are not winning, and build his fitness up in the next few days actually, and then get him fit and starting him in the games ahead.
The good thing is Spurs don't really play like Spurs used to play, that high intensity, crazy football. They don't play like that anymore. So it's a little bit different. They're a bit more controlled. So it won't be quite a game like we usually see against Spurs. It'll be very different.
Yeah, also, but they are terrible at home, so that's the good thing as well. They've been terrible at home under Thomas Frank, so I think that's a bonus for us. But at the end of the day, we need to perform in order to win that game. So let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
just
finish
saying
up
it's not
this
the
one.
usual Spurs. It's not going to be that high line and we can run in behind and open them up and score a lot of goals. It's not quite that Spurs anymore. They're a bit more organized, more different type of play. They're still adjusting a little bit, but they're more against us. They're probably more scary like this than where they were before. There was no problem before, but now they're probably a little bit better against us just because the way they play. But we should still have enough. But I'm just saying, it's a very different Tottenham under Thomas Frank, not the same.
100%.
Yeah, it's a bit of a difference. Spurs more organized and more in control of the ball. They keep the ball very well. Then there are different Spurs to Ange Postecoglou Spurs. They are solid and they are dangerous from set pieces as well. Mickey Van de Ven, we saw what he did at Everton last week, so we have to be wary of those situations. Yeah, they look much stronger this season. They've started well. Yeah, we'll see what the game brings, but hopefully we can have enough to get the 3 points.
You're muted, Tobago.
Oh, so sorry about it. I said the Sunderland game just spoiled everything because as much as we wanted to win, a draw would have been a fair a result for us, and then we build another rhythm. So hopefully the plane won't crash again. Hopefully.
Yeah, look, it was like I kept saying, it was a bit unlucky. Sunderland didn't do that much. Both their goals went through the legs of players, so they had a bit of luck. Our bad defending for a couple of both ball goals. So really, we shouldn't have lost that game. I think a draw was probably fair enough. They did well enough to defend for a draw, but them winning it like that, yeah, that's a bit unfair on us, in my opinion. Even though we didn't play well, we didn't deserve to win, but we didn't deserve to lose that game either. But yeah, look, it's going to happen. It's a long season. It's going to even itself out. 1 week you're scoring a late winner, the next week you're losing a late winner. It's going to change. Luck is involved, unfortunately, over such a long season. There's always going to be moments where you're a bit unlucky or you're a bit lucky. It bounces your way, doesn't bounce your way. It is what it is. But we definitely didn't play. That was probably one of our worst games we've played. Probably in the last 40 games. That's probably one of our worst games we've played.
100%. And also, but again, I'm glad Enzo Maresca is able to rotate these players because it's very important. I
Yeah,
know
no
one is
problem
going
there.
to
10
be
changes, last 10 changes again. Definitely a lot of rotation. I heard the commenters said we've actually played 34 players this season already. 34 players, different players have played. That is, yeah. Of course, a
that's
lot of it
crazy.
is youth and stuff, but still, that's a lot of rotation.
100%. So anyway, the second half just started. So hopefully we can score another 3 goals. But let's see.
Yeah, it'll either be a lot more because they'll open up, or we're just going to pass it around, take it easy, and it'll probably stay 3-0 or something like that. So we'll see what happens.
Okay,
Yeah,
cheers,
I
guys.
think
See
we're
ya.
going to get another goal. I think we'll get another goal and just slow the tempo and
Ooh,
take the steam out
almost gone.
out of
I'll see you
and
guys after.
then
Bye-bye.
Okay, cheers. Bonanote, what are you doing, bro? Giving away a ball. Now it's 3-1. Bonanote. But I think that is an offside. Let's see. Oh, not an offside. Bonanote. Man, what a silly mistake. Oh my gosh, 3-2. Philip Jorgensen. Do we really have a goalkeeper here, guys? Ah, really? Another long throw win, another goal. Here we go again. Ah, man. Ah, whatever. Philip, what are you doing, bro? What is this now? These players are getting yellow cards for nothing. Ah, man. Nah. Enzo Maresca need to do something with the discipline of these players. They're getting silly yellow cards. And that should be a red card for me personally because it's off the ball incident. Just imagine this guy back from injury, first game, he gets a red card. And they're going to blame Enzo Maresca for this. Man, these players. Ah, yeah, yeah. Let me see it again. Ah, he thinks a breather. 4-2. It's over now. Oh, Gittings. 4-3. Man, why are we defending like this? I, I. First 10. We finally won. Oh man. Ah man. Well, what was that? Ah, man. I'm glad we won, but again, that defense, nah, 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 nah.
Well, that was
Nah,
fun.
nah, nah.
At
These
least,
guys,
at least I didn't fall asleep. That was
ah,
fun.
but again, man, man, that's silly.
Well, I'm not
Our
sure what's.
defense,
Yeah, defense. Just the back post always is a problem. We're not. Uh, It always goes to the back post. Always gets flicked onto the back post. I don't understand why there's no one there marking that position. Just stay, put someone there. Put Bonanote there. He's small. He doesn't not good in the air. Put him at the back post and just mark that area. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, it is what it is. They got complacent. They got lazy. Even the players that came on, you can see they didn't really want to come on. They came on. They were a bit lazy as well. So, and then they scored that second goal. So that woke us up a little bit at least.
but I mean, I'm annoyed because even the first goal from our mistake, Bonanote, what was he doing there? And the way we defended as well. First goal, the second goal, long throw winner again, Dante. Third goal, um, Tosin beaten Ariel by Larsen there. Tosin in the second half, he's been shocking, man.
Yeah, like I said, they took it a bit too easy that second half. And give credit to Wolves, they decided to wake up. I don't know what they were doing that first half, but they decided to wake up that second half. Yeah, look, first goal, Bonote, bad mistake, but even then, I don't want to criticize Josh Achapong because he's plays well, but you have to watch where Tosin is. If he was, Tosin told him, you got the man, stay wide with the man.
Yes,
He
exactly.
pushed up. Yeah, he pushed up and let the man go run through. So yeah, he didn't push up enough to catch him offside, and he got lost a bit there, Josh Achampong, unfortunately for that one. But hey, that's fine. It's just youngster is learning. You can forgive that and no problem. The second goal, yeah, they got to the first ball 4 times, I think, off the head, off the foot, off the head, another flick on, and then that's not acceptable. You can't get beaten 3 times, 4 times at the ball. So um, that was very unacceptable. That second throw-in goal, yeah, I don't know what's going there. Just players not just being lazy and just not really into the game.
Even even Philip Jackinson, that goal, that throw-in goal, bro, the ball just went to him, straight to him, and he couldn't save it.
They're the hardest ones though, because actually I don't blame you for that. That's the sweet spot. If you hit it,
It's a
it's
hard and low.
leg to the arm. There's no keeper saving that. There's no keeper quick enough to save that because there's just in the sweet spot. Yeah, you can't blame him. The guy smashed it as well. It was smashed really hard. So I can't blame him for that. There's no keeper that would get down to get that. You can't get it with your arm. You can't get it with your leg because it's in that. It's called the sweet spot. That's what we call it over here. It's when you smash it into
Yeah,
that sweet spot. No one's saving that, unfortunately. So I can't blame him for that. He was a bit nervous in the first half a couple of times. He looked a bit nervous, but for that I can't really blame him. Did well, a couple of good stops, and then they'll claim at the end there a couple of times. That was good. That was good to see. But yeah, he looked a bit nervous in that first half. But look, it is what it is. Just got complacent that second half. Simple as that. They got complacent. They got comfortable. They thought Wolves are going to play the same way they played the first half. Just rubbish, nonchalant football. Just they didn't look interested, Wolves. So yeah, this is what's going to happen, And then Enzo Maresca saw that. He sent on the experienced players, and they did the same thing. They didn't improve. It didn't improve. They made it worse, actually, a couple of them.
And we got another silly red card. What was Lem Delep doing there?
I was saying it. He's going to get sent off. Since he came on, he was aggressive. He wanted to smash people. I'm like, this guy's going to get sent off. I don't know. I think he didn't like Wolves. Something must have happened, I think, with Wolves before, because he looked a bit too crazy. So, like, he's going to get sent off. And he did. He got sent off like an idiot. That's
Now
not
you won't
smart.
be available. That's the issue now. You won't be available against Spurs because he'll be suspended for that game.
Exactly.
This
One
guy.
game, you'll be a second yellow. Yeah. So, like,
Mm,
it's very stupid. Look, I don't think he was going to start
stupid.
anyway, maybe. But well, now he's definitely not going to start. At least he can rest up, and he'll be ready for the next game. But yeah, that's not what you want. You send someone on like that to get fit, run a bit, get some minutes, finish, see the game out. That's not what you want from a player. Enzo Fernandez as well looked a bit. Yeah, I understand that you're not happy to go out there in games like that, but we had no one else on the bench. Unfortunately, he had to send those couple of experience. Cucurella came on and did his thing as he usually does. He's always going to give you 100%, no problem. But Enzo Fernandez, Liam Delap, a bit silly there. Neto came on as well a little bit. It's hard for those players to come on at that stage. And like I said, Wolves all of a sudden decided to wake up. I don't know what happened with them, but it is what it is. We move on. At least we won. It's away. We won the game. We can move on. Forget about it.
Yeah, but a lot of things that we need to fix. Anyway, Bigger Bobby, how are you?
Yeah, 10 changes. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
big up,
I
guys.
was very surprised, big up Bobby. I was very surprised we played
It's
that well in that first half. That was probably, yeah, some very good football that first half. So yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, big up, guys.
Bobby, what do you think?
Yeah. There's a lot there. It's not as straightforward as I'm hearing. I'm seeing a lot. Enzo Maresca needs to update his tactics with Premier League teams. He's too predictable. You're playing. What happened was that Wolves eventually got to grips with how he plays. All this slow build up from the back and everything in front of the defenders. And it's that's not how to navigate a Premier League game. We have a lack of physicality, and that always punishes us when they start hoofing the ball and things. And you can see that's why we conceded and continuously looked vulnerable. Um, Buonanotte, Gittins, and Garnacho, he didn't play. The last three players to come into the club
I thought you're
are
gonna
a
blame Garnacho,
downgrade.
but he didn't play, Bobby.
Yeah, well, he's still a downgrade. They have downgraded
Uh,
the club. So you're going to struggle because they just simply haven't added anything. If anything, they've subtracted to what we have. The tactics was bad. He didn't mix it up enough
so
towards
how
the end.
explain to me? Sorry if you can explain how the tactics were bad. What did
Tactics
you
are bad. You keep playing out from the back. It's not warranted in the Premier League. These other teams suss you out and they block, they either low block you or mid block you because they know you're not going to do anything with the ball up until the final third. And even when you get into the final third, all you're going to be doing is playing in front of their big defenders. That's what happened. They just sussed it out. And Maresca has to change. I mean, eventually, when he got desperate and Jorgensen was allowed to kick the ball upfield and they started playing some long balls, that's how they managed to get joy for Gittins to score.
That was
Look,
just lucky, Bobby. That was nothing to do with that. That's
this
luck.
is it. Wait, let me finish. I didn't interrupt you when you were talking. You know, you say a lot. You say a lot of things, and you think nobody else should counter what you say. But I think there's a lot of things you say that needs countering, and
You
this is
can
one of
counter
them.
anytime, Bobby. We're here to discuss. You can counter anytime. I don't have a
Well,
problem with
then
you
let me
countering.
talk. You keep interrupting me. Let me talk. You know, this is not how to go about a Premier League game. You know, surprise, surprise to you. I've been watching Premier League football for decades. I've been involved with the Chelsea youth setup for a long time. It's not, you know, I'm not new to any of this stuff. And the
Okay.
way this guy is playing is not it. You know, you can only do this so much. You've got to be able to mix things up, and he doesn't mix it up, so his team suffers because the defenders, who are rather disorganized anyway, get put under unnecessary pressure. And you know, we were lucky to get away with it today. Honestly, I don't. I think from that second half performance, we could have quite easily have gone to a draw and maybe even lost the game. We were just hanging on. You know, he can't. Yeah, I cannot stress it enough. Maresca has some responsibility with this. The players quality has a lot of responsibility for this. And well, let's see what happens going forward. Going forward to play Spurs, a wounded Spurs. Where is it? At White Hart Lane. That's going to be interesting with Maresca the way he plays. That's going to be very interesting because this time he doesn't have a Cole Palmer to get him out of jail. So I really wonder what's going to happen. Very unimpressive victory.
Yeah, but we are too harsh on Enzo Maresca because we were leading 3-0 in the first half. In the second half, the players started to make some mistakes. For example, the first goal that we conceded is our own mistake. Every game it seems like our players have a mistake in them. And
It's
also
pressure.
them delay was say again.
Pressure which led to us which led to defensive stupidity. We always leave that far
But,
post vacant.
I talk about the
Everybody
first goal,
knows that
Bobby.
now.
but no, I'm talking about the first goal, not the second goal.
The first goal came
The-
from the flank. The guy
No,
no, no, no.
with the dreadlocks.
no.
Yes,
Through
but
the
again,
center.
but to the center, Bananota gave away a ball.
Was
What
it
was
through
he
the
doing there?
throw, the long throw?
No, first goal
The
was
first
not
goal
a
was
good
through the
goal.
center, Bobby.
And and
I don't
also another
remember that
thing,
one.
right, Bobby? Just to add to that, Lem Delap was introduced to get some minutes, some fitness, and he get a silly red card. Is that on Enzo Maresca or on the player?
Well, I think we've been here before, haven't we? You know, he said he's going to talk to them about their conduct, and quite clearly he hasn't done.
But how sure you has
As
been?
one thing I do agree with, one thing I do agree with Dante about was that he was a loose cannon. He came on and he was you know, runting and puffing and hustling and kicking, and he
Yeah, I don't
looked
know
like
why.
he was going to get a card, and somebody should have sent word to him to calm down. Really, that should have come from the captain on the pitch. um is it youth? Most definitely, but how long can we keep saying young players, young players, young players? You know, they've done this over and over again this season. What is that? Our fifth red card? It's too much. I think the tactics were bad. I think the performance was not impressive, especially in the second half. I think they were too
Yeah, I was saying
predictable.
the second half. But the first half, I think, Bobby, we played very well in the first half because
Yeah,
we
They
until
created
they
one
sus
chance in that first half, and we absolutely torched them every time. So I mean, that was almost
until
a
they
perfect
sussed you
first
out.
half.
Yeah, till they sussed you out. Why? Because they said, oh, they play like this, so we'll do this. And Maresca doesn't have an immediate plan B. He says it himself. He's still cracking his
Come on,
head.
Bobby, you can't believe that. You're not gonna come on here and say that Maresca hasn't got a plan B. You sound like Johnny Minerals now, and all
And
these guys.
an immediate plan B. He said so himself when he was talking to, I've forgotten the name
No,
of the
no.
journalist. What's the name of that journalist? he was talking to about why Chelsea struggle with
The
low
girl, yeah, I
blocks.
forgot her name. The girl, what's her name? Yeah.
No, no,
No?
no. Some other guy. Oh gosh, he's quite a popular journalist. He'll come to me maybe, but he was saying, look, that he comes out like against Sunderland. He said Sunderland play the usual thing. We've had this before. They play a back four all season before, the season before, and then when they come to Chelsea, they play a back five, and I have to change tactics. Well, duh. Change it. You shouldn't be getting stumped by that move. You brought that up when we were playing in the conference league. Oh, so and so team. Oh, they've suddenly changed. They used to play back four. Now they're back five.
But he's not
You
saying
have
he's
to
getting
have.
stumped, Bobby. He's just answering the question, what happened. You have 2 days to prepare for the
Yeah.
game. They play it back for all the time. You prepare for, that's where you train. Yes,
Not
you
good
do a
enough.
bit of, there's no time. In 2 days turnaround, there's no time to do for back five, for back six, for back. You do
Those
what they've done the
tactics,
last five,
those
6 games.
those tactics are not tactics that you embed in a week. Those are tactics that should have been set up right through your preseason, right through the course of the season to
And
get
you
you
don't
to
think
that
they do
point.
that at all.
Well, he's saying that they don't.
No,
He's
he
saying
didn't
he
say that they
struggles with it.
don't. See, this is where people have a problem with this, taking stuff out of context completely. It was asked for that game specifically with 2 days to prepare, how he prepared for
Hmm.
that game. And he answered the question. This is how we prepared, but they decided to change something they haven't done at all this season. Yes. And I'm sure they would have trained for this. They know this already, but they did not prepare that way for the game. And that's the right thing to do because that's what every coach does. He did absolutely nothing wrong, but people are taking it out of context, making him
So
look
what
bad.
what he's saying is that because they changed, he doesn't have a counter to that change. That's
Come
what
on,
he's
Bob.
saying.
That naive to believe something like this?
Oh shit! Crystal Palace
You're
beat
talking about
Liverpool
professional.
again.
You're talking about professional coaches at the highest level.
Well, look,
And then
he. I'm
uh,
I'm
and
not a
and
Maresca hater, but I do believe that he needs to expand his repertoire. He is very singular, and he's been found out a lot, and he doesn't have an instant reply to when people find him out. He's not very good at that sudden switch, and you need to be. He showed that at Man United when we went down to 10 men. He was all over the place. He panicked. He shows this every now and then in a lot of games. And this game is another one. Wolves, the first half, they struggled. Second half, they understood how we played and they came after us. Instead of him to start playing the ball long, which may have calmed Delap a bit and stopped him from getting frustrated, because I think his behavior was an act of frustration more than anything else. If we had been playing along, there was no ball over the top, none. No overloading on the flanks when the flanks were being cut out. None. The overload. I mean, you play the flat back four and you use your left and your right back a little bit more like wing backs, as it were, overlapping, or the old-fashioned overlapping left and right back. Stop all this constant inverting, because sometimes it's unnecessary. That's probably why they got that goal with the guy with the dreadlocks, where there was nobody out on Chelsea's right hand side. We're too busy concentrated in the middle. They're marginal things, but they're big things in the context of the game. So yeah, we got away with it today. That's just how I see it. This wasn't a win to be proud of at all.
yeah, Bobby, but sometimes as fans we are being unfair because he made changes against Liverpool and we won the game. And people were saying, "Oh, he doesn't have a plan B." But because we won that game, They were praising him because of those changes. Against Sunderland, we make changes early enough. What did we do? We did nothing. So this is football. Even this game, when the score was 3-1, he made some changes in order to change the game. But again, the players didn't change the game. So it's on Enzo Maresca or on the players. Sometimes I think the players need to take responsibility because we're leading 3-0 and we let Wolves come back in the game. First half was solid. In the second half, it was something else. So is that on Enzo Maresca? So I think these players as well need to take responsibility as well. That's my case for now.
Yeah, and it's one
Well,
of those games, Bobby. 3-0 up, you're 3-0 up. Cold away night in Wolves. You know, those players took it easy the second half. They just took it easy. You can see. I know what you're saying. You wanted to change formation and do this, but it was very simple. Maresca, hold the. They probably told them just play it out, hold the ball, keep possession, pass it around, not go long. Because if you go long, you lose the ball every time to Wolves. If you're going to go long, so I don't see where this coming to go long is beneficial in any way. You're not winning against those big guys at the back. Any balls up forward, especially with the lap and no one up there, with Tyree George up there. So you cannot play long. You don't have a player to play long to. You always have to keep it on the floor and pass it around, keep possession, frustrate and make them run around. It is just simple. Like they turned off, they took it easy. It's on the players, nothing to do with the coach. I can see him. He was yelling at them. He kept yelling at them, trying to get him going, get in the game, get a bit more. But when you're 3-0 up like that, they took it a bit easy. And that's exactly what happened. That's the way I see the game. That's what happened. There's not much. He made the change when they did come back. He made the change. He brought the experienced players on. He made solid changes, showed up the back, Guerrero, everyone. They weren't really getting through. He brought on his good players to see out the game. What more do you want him to do? I don't understand. What's this long balls? Why do you want him to go
And,
long all the
and
time?
also,
okay.
Dante,
Well,
another thing,
let, let me respond to that because I saw ample opportunity in that game for the ball over the top, and we didn't do it. We started pussyfooting, passing around at the back, trying to pass out, and they then understood what we were doing. They did the high press, doubled up, and and took the ball, and we became under pressure. When they were high pressing, there were many opportunities for the ball over the top. That's what I mean by playing long, and I think that's what frustrated Delap because he
You were saying the
wasn't getting
goalkeeper,
it.
though. You were saying the goalkeeper to always go long.
Well, I said eventually the goalkeeper, the light bulb went on and he saw that he had to play it long because playing it through the back and through the middle all the time was just bringing the ball back and putting it under pressure. They started bullying us.
And
When
what
he
happened when
played
we
the
went long,
ball,
Bobby? What happened when we went long?
well, we put them under pressure. And that's how the
No,
goal
yeah,
came.
we scored that Giddens goal, which was just lucky. The rest, 90% of the other balls, we lost, and they got position. They came back and counter attacked us again. So that doesn't work. The long ball. I wasn't happy that he was going long.
Well,
You're giving the ball back basically to Wolves.
I can make my point until I'm blue in the face. You
No, I'm
cannot.
just making my. I'm just saying you're giving them back the ball. Didn't they have a lot of the ball that second half, especially the last 20 minutes, 15, when they're all over us when we started going long because they were to start going
and
long because
also,
there was no outlet. We were just getting the ball
that,
back straight away, and they kept coming back. That is not the way to go ahead. The way to do it. What we were doing before was the way to do it because you keep possession and you keep the ball away from them. That's what Maresca, and he was yelling like crazy on the side. I can see him yelling like crazy at it. He wasn't happy. You're saying that's a good thing? We should be going long
Yes, I
on
am
the
saying that.
goalkeeper?
I'm saying that we were too predictable. I'm saying that the ball over the top is a way out. When we started playing the ball proverbially over the top, that's when Neto started getting the ball a bit more. That's when, until he got sent off, Delap even started having a few more opportunities. And if that had happened a bit more opportunities would have come through and a breakaway happens. And yes, you may say Gittins was lucky with his strike, But if the ball wasn't played off like that in the first place, he wouldn't have had that opportunity. It's not rocket science. Football can be complex. You can overcomplicate your football by trying to be too clever. This tippy tappy out from the back is nonsense. They closed us down, took the ball, and put us under pressure. That's how they scored most of their goals.
But Bobby, as much as you said you don't like the football, right? This is Enzo Maresca's philosophy. There's no way Enzo Maresca
No, you
will
see,
change
this
his
is
style of.
this is where I'm being misquoted. I didn't say I don't like the football. I said Maresca needs to switch it up. He needs to be quicker with the B plan. Right now, he's too slow with the B plan. It's almost as if he doesn't know what to do. When a team shows that they've sussed him out, he's confused. He keeps playing the same way and walking into their trap. This level of football, a lot of it is about setting traps, drawing the opponent into positions that you are more comfortable against them with. And Maresca often falls into that. And instead of switching it up, he keeps falling into the same trap. So many other things he could have done. The ball over the top is one. The left and right backs overlapping with the winger is another, because this situation where you find somebody like Gittins left 2v1, and many a time Esteval, it's just that it was less noticeable with Esteval because he was able to beat his players or find a better pass, whereas a lesser talented player like Gittins often would lose the ball because there was nobody to help him, that he had no outlet. Little marginal things like that. You don't have to keep playing the same way when it's obvious that the opposition has understood how you're playing. That's the point I'm making.
But you're saying, Bobby, as if it never worked before. That's how you're saying it. When it's clearly worked the last 35 games.
Well, if that's how you heard it, then I wasn't even talking the last 35 games. I'm just talking
No, but
in
I'm just
general.
saying, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying there's not too much context behind, because his way has been working for quite a long time that way.
Okay, but
There's
now
proof that
people are
it's worked
sussing
that
him
way.
out, so he has to have an alternative. He has to have an in-game quick plan B. That's what I'm saying. That
He's
quick
probably one of the
switch
quickest coaches we've had in a long time to change things, Bobby. He changes at halftime, nearly every game stuff.
at halftime, yes.
Well, you're not going to take a player off after 20 minutes, are you? It's not, doesn't work that way. And he has done a couple of times actually. After 40 minutes, 35 minutes, he's taken a couple of players off, but that's very rare. But yeah, I mean, that's when you make the changes. That's what happens. But to say he's got no plan B, and he takes, sorry, not that he's got no plan B, that he takes too long to plan B. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you can be very picky maybe about it, but I just don't see how much quicker you can do anything. You do it at halftime. You did it. He did it in the 60th minute. He brought his, he brought Delap, Enzo Fernandez, Cucurella, 60th minute, 59th minute. So I mean, you know, uh, that's pretty quick for me. I mean, there's no other. When else are you gonna do? We were 3-0 up, still 3-1 up at the time when those players come on. We were 3-1 up still at that time. So you
Well,
have more than enough to run the game out. I think it's more to do with execution from the players, and then just taking it easy and falling into that
What's the
trap
plan
and just
B,
taking it
Dante,
easy.
in terms of the system? In terms of the system, what's the plan B?
well, the plan B takes several forms. Like today, Wolves understood. We did this also against Sunderland. Wolves understood how we were playing. The playing out from the back, and then you go to the left, to the winger on either side. They thought, right, what we're going to do is high press these guys. When they're on the ball and they're coming at us from the wings, we double up on both wingers and win the ball back. They were playing a game in the second half that was really focused on winning the ball. Now, Maresca found that his team were falling foul of that. You know, maybe not quite enough, maybe not technically strong enough to overcome it, certainly not physically strong enough to overcome it. That's when you change. You just switch. Either you look for the opportunity for the ball over the top, and there were several, and that is very dangerous because Wolves aren't particularly, the most gifted team in the world. Or if you're still going to play with your wingers, you make sure that your left and your right backs are able to go up and support them. To be fair to Cucurella, he was doing that a lot. Cucurella's everywhere. As soon as he had the opportunity, he would go up and try and support Gittins. But it wasn't happening enough on the right. Who was there? Was it Gusto? I've forgotten now. So it just seemed all over the place. If that was an instant switch of play that Chelsea was doing, then Wolves would not have looked anywhere near to getting as close back into the game as they did. This is just tactics. He needs to be more what word do I want? Tactically flexible in game. Some people will call it game management. I think it's just tactical flexibility in game. And for me, he's a little bit slow off the mark on that point. He has to ponder, oh my goodness, they're doing this. And it's almost like he doesn't quite know how to respond. I won't say react because reacting is bad. Responding is a more controlled way of dealing with a different problem. Man United, you go down to 10 men early, he completely lost his head. Oh my goodness, what do we do? Do we defend? Do we attack? Do we bring on this player? In the end, he did nothing. He did everything and yet nothing, which tells me he's not really well versed himself in that quick switch from plan A to plan B in game. That's it. Is that an unfair analysis? I don't think it is. I think it's something that if you ask him in the cold light of day, he will tell you he needs to improve and improve quickly because he's going to keep coming up against this game in, game out, certainly in the Premier League.
Yeah, anyway, Charles, big up, bro. What are your thoughts about the second half before we wrap it up? What are your thoughts?
Really, really, really poor second half, man. Really poor second half. I think we finished the game very poorly. We allowed them back into the game. We conceded a quick goal just after halftime. Gave them confidence. Got the fans back behind them. They continued to push. Give us problems on the long throws. They pressed us high, won the ball back, put it into our box, caused all kinds of problems. Jorgensen wasn't really assuring on when claiming the balls that were going into the box. Man, we struggled. We finished poorly, and we didn't change the way we were playing. Man, we didn't change the way we were playing. We were just knocking it from side to side as usual, slow. We didn't try to play maybe more
There you
vertically
go.
through the.
There you go. You're
Yes.
almost saying what I said. He's almost
But
saying exactly what I said. Maybe more politely, but you're saying what I said. You know, he didn't see. He
okay,
needs to switch it up more. Sorry
okay,
to
guys,
interrupt.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Charles. Yeah, a quick question, right? The score is 3-0. We are leading 3-0. So do you expect us just to go on them while we're leading 3-0? Because if you're leading 3-0, you just need to pass it around, just eat up time so that the game can end 3-0. But again, our
Ah,
mistakes led us to.
bro, we lost the 3-0 lead early into the second half, and that gave them morale, that gave them confidence to actually push for another
Sorry,
goal.
guys. I
So,
just I gotta go, guys. So yeah, take care. Sorry, my son just woke up.
Okay,
Take care,
no
guys.
problem. Shit.
all right, bye. Yes, so we lost the 3-0 lead quickly early into the second half, and that's when we were supposed to react, change something, change the way we are playing.
He,
We can't
he,
just
he
knock
made
it around.
substitutions.
Huh?
He made substitutions, 3 substitutions, and one of them got a red card. So is that on Enzo Maresca or on the player?
Uh it's both really. It's both really. I mean, the coach can change, can tell the players. He's on the touchline. He can tell them to play differently, play more urgently, play more vertically, and not just pass it around from side to side. And the players, once they considered that first goal early into the second half, they needed to adjust. They needed to know that now this is a different game, and Wolves are actually looking to get
Thank
back
you.
into this game and change the way they were playing. So
Thank you,
we
Charles.
kept
Thank you. These guys slaughtered me for saying this. Thank you.
no, you
Continue,
were right,
please.
But
Bob. Right, Bob.
they, as much as I agree with you guys, but also I like to say this also as a person, right? Players need to take responsibility because Charles, the first half, Tosin, Gusto, Hato, and Josh Achenkong were solid, 100%. I think Wolves only created one chance. The second half, they switch off. Why they do that? Because we are comfortable leading 3-0. There should be a switch on until the end, but they decided to switch off. Look at the third goal, man. And look at Tosin. Stern Larsen just beat him just like that. What is that, man? Tosin. I don't know what happened to Tosin. The Tosin that I know was solid, but now every game have a mistake on him. So anyway, guys, it's late here. It's almost 3:30. Almost going to 12:30 a.m. So I have to sleep. So thank you for joining. Hopefully, we can do another stream maybe on Friday.
All right, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
cheers.
guys.
Thank you.
Well done, Tobago, for streaming.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers. Up the cheers.
After Chelsea, see you Friday.